we've already looked at the schedule. We were already there that almost full 2 hours after the schedule released, and we were going through giving our initial thoughts about what we saw the final record being and how that shakes out. And we brought up the anomaly that the Chiefs basically play every other day of the week besides Tuesday, and that includes a random Black Friday game, a random Christmas on a Wednesday, and a random Saturday game as well. And we know that Monday and Thursday and Sunday are regular games for when NFL games take place. But Tuesday is the only game that didn't happen. But Andy Reid addressed the wild schedule that's ahead of him and for his team. And he commented that they can give us a Tuesday game if they want. So even Andy Reid is well aware of the situation and the sporadic game days. So Dale, will they affect the Chiefs' chances of making history?
Nah, we're not even going to even stay on this for too long. Nah, I think when you're an athlete like that, who's playing, especially professionally, you really want to play as much as you can. You know, they're even trying to figure out a way to have like an 18 game season and then have 2 bye weeks because players want to play that much. Now, I mean, well, let's say this: the league want to make more money, but the players is more on like, hey, if you give us an extra bye week, we would definitely do that. I mean, when you see the leagues like NBA and of course MLB, of course the physical nature of the game is way different than NFL football. But when you have the chance to play more games, people are more excited about it. And then at that, you have better chances of trying to get to the Super Bowl as well too. You got to think about a lot of teams who was like, man, maybe if we had an extra week or so, maybe we could have probably pulled this off. That's why they want to do something like that. But I think what Andy Reid is saying in this point is where it's like, I don't care what they tell us. They're telling us in the head of the time. We're going to be prepared to go out there and play the game. I don't care if they want to do it on a Tuesday. As long as the league makes it make sense, though. You know what I'm saying? Like Monday, we know that you're not probably going to play Thursdays or Sunday, right? You're going to play that Monday. That Tuesday game, to me, if they was to do it, it would have to be like after that Christmas on Wednesday to make sense. To if you just that thirsty to doing something, you shouldn't be that thirsty though. You know what I mean? Like it's fine, but it would have to make sense, right? So I don't know what they consider the proper timing of how many games you should be off into the next game. But we know some teams dealt with that situation before in previous years where they had like this, especially with adding these new games on here, like with the Black Friday. Oh, they probably had a lesser, rest week. We're used to the Monday and then going to the next week on Sunday because you got a whole week. It's all right. You're the last game of the week anyway. Monday, take the day off the next day, and then we got Wednesday through Saturday, and then you'll be prepared for next week by then anyway. But it's just I think it may affect preparation. That could be the issue. But it's not going to do nothing to us. I don't think this weird schedule will mean anything. It just adds more fuel to the fire. And it's going to be more reasons we have to be when we become the greatest team in the NFL. Oh, they went through all these obstacles. We can have that. I'm more on the side of like, hey, let's take something and use that as fuel to like be like, hey, I can use this to boast when we actually accomplish our goals. But nah, they fine with it. I think as an athlete, you're happy to play more games when you can, and as long as it's in the confines of we're not playing more games that we're supposed to, it's okay. Just make the schedule make sense and give us enough time to get prepared, and that's it.
Yeah, so I don't share those same sentiments as Dale. I don't think they're happy with it. I actually think they're being sarcastic. I think they hate it. No one wants to have to go to work on a different day of the week every single week. Everybody
We do.
wants I'm saying everybody wants to have a set schedule. If you're in the NFL making millions of dollars, who doesn't want to know?
So,
Okay, I got to show up on Sunday. I'm going to play on Sunday. Cool.
well,
All right, now it's this week.
I'm
I'm
a
playing
chill.
on tour. Yeah, you want to have a set schedule. I know as a player making millions of dollars, they want to know where they're going to be at, what they want to be able to be with their families, not all on these random different days, having to send your kids wherever on weekdays, and then it's a whole bunch of different stuff. It's regular people like us that are working, that are probably around them, helping them, but they're not working. They're superstars. They're doing other stuff now. So I think they were being very sarcastic. I do believe, like Dale said, it is becoming fuel to the fire for the Chiefs, because it's just another form of adversity that you have to deal with if you want to make it that during the season. No other team has had to endure what the Chiefs are about to go through. This is borderline ridiculous. Like, we could have at least scheduled a couple. Give them a couple Sunday games there. Like, give them some normalcy. Like, this is not even. It's not normal. I understand that they are the biggest team in the NFL. But you just don't see this done to teams. These are a lot of short weeks. Just like randomly short weeks. It's not like going from Thursday to Sunday. Now you're going from Wednesday to Sunday some days, and then some days you may be going from Monday to. It's just like, oh my God. Give me some normalcy and some consistency here. But when you are the biggest thing and you are the biggest spectacle that your sport has, this is the type of stuff that you have to endure. So I think the Chiefs are just going to use it as fuel to the fire, as they should. So I think this comment from Andy Reid really came off as sarcasm, and he's coaching the boys up like he should be. So use it as fuel to the fire. Obviously, they don't want you guys to three-peat. So use it as that. Use it to go dominate in every game. Let this be the reason.
You're right about that. The NFL flat out came out and said, yeah, we're definitely making it harder on the Chiefs to win this year, aren't they? And as soon as the schedule dropped, they were making those comments. I think I lie somewhere in the middle of you guys. I do think that Andy Reid and the team is not quite, pleased with how their schedule looks to be. I know Andy Reid likes certain routines. I know he would probably prefer the bye week to be a little later towards the end of the season, or at least towards the middle of the season. And Travis Kelce on New Heights basically said that as well, that week 6 is very early for a bye week for them. And they usually like to have that as a resetting period to know what's to come. But they're going to be playing a game from the end of October through whenever their season ends, and we always hope that it goes through February and they're holding the trophy at the end. But the Chiefs have their number, have their work cut out for them this season, and I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. I don't think it's going to ruin their chances just because they have to play on Christmas on a Wednesday and had to play the Saturday before that or anything like that. But I do think that it does throw a wrench into Andy Reid's routines that he likes to do for him and his team. But I think the team, like any other time, is up for the challenge. They're not going to back down. They're not going to complain and say things are not going well or use that as an excuse to why they didn't get the job done if they end up not. They're going to come out and be confident that they can win every game and can win what's ahead of them, because what other choice do they have? This is the schedule. This is what they were dealt, and they'll take it as a challenge, and they will be ready to come in game after game to defeat the competition and hopefully hold that Lombardi up at the end of the season. So I don't think it changes anything, and I think ultimately this season and how the Chiefs do might also be an indicator for the NFL on how they want to continue to move their schedules. They added Christmas Day and Christmas Eve games, and now there's Black Friday games, and the NFL is just experimenting with different days and holidays and things like that they're trying to use just to up the ratings. Yep, up the ratings and up their revenues. And it's going to work. And what better team to do that strategy on than your back-to-back Super Bowl champions? And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, like for real, like that does make sense. Use them, and who knows? They probably looking like, let's go ahead and use the best team, because when it comes down to it, this team, regardless of what it is, they may be better than you on their worst day. So it might not affect them as much. I know that can be a stretch, but at the same time, like, I'm so optimistic all the time, it doesn't make sense. But it's like, do it if you want to, because now once the Chiefs do it, The NFL gonna be like, I don't care what y'all talking about. Y'all need to know how to learn how to manage y'all team, because we're talking about a small market team out of Kansas City, Missouri, who wasn't doing anything, who only was known for their owner helping with the merger and coining the term Super Bowl, and only having one Super Bowl at that time. They're able to go through 50 years of being trash. We throw everything at them. You see spit come out my mouth because I'm that serious. Hey, we're gonna have to cut that. Yeah, it's not being cut. Forget it. Hey, but still they probably looking like, look, man, like if the Chiefs can do it and everything that they endured, you teams who have these billion-dollar corporations has, this much cash space and all that, y'all can work through it. Y'all can be able to do it. This is a team who is graded F- for a training facility. Y'all got A+ facilities, and y'all still not touching the Kansas City Chiefs. It's crazy. Like, that's why I'm saying Reid, we can say he probably being sarcastic, but it's like, we didn't dealt with so much. This ain't nothing, bro. We get to play more football. So you saying I can cook people on every day of the week now, and I'm missing out on Tuesday? Give me that day too, because I'm the GOAT coach, and that's it.
Love it. Well, you definitely can't say that we're not a passionate bunch. We love our team, and we love talking about things that maybe even some other people would be too afraid to talk about and think they would be canceled for. But we tell it like it is. We tell our honest opinion. We're very passionate about what we believe, and you gotta love it. Some perspiration comes out. It's all in good fun. It's all for the love of the game and everything. But I'm excited. This season's going to be challenging, both in games played and on our end, trying to cover all those games in various days of the week and stuff like that, and trying to keep track. And it's like, oh, nope, remember, guys, this is a Thursday. Nope, this is a Monday. And just trying to remember all those details. But we're up for the challenge, just like I know the Chiefs are. And we just can't wait to get started.
I have to put in my time for Black Friday too, because I'm not missing that
game.
We gotta be there.
Like, oh my goodness.
I'm gonna go ahead and just be like, hey, I'm not gonna even be here on Black Friday. They know once the Chiefs play on the day and it's during the day. Yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. We're gonna have to use that PTO.
Hey, look, you can't ever say that we don't care about this team and we don't care about giving you guys the best coverage possible, because we're going to jump through any and all hoops it takes to cover every single Chiefs game. So if there is a Chiefs game and you're watching, you know that we are going to be there in some fashion, giving you our coverage, breaking down that game, being there beginning, before the game and after the game, giving you all our opinions and everything in between. And we're just excited. We're optimistic that the Chiefs are going to get this three-peat finalized. They're going to do something that the NFL has never seen before, because the NFL has never seen a pair like Patrick and Andy. And as long as that pair is here in Kansas City and is as dominant as they are, as we're seeing red, the NFL's seeing green. And that's all it is to it. Be sure to like and subscribe and follow us on all our social media platforms at Red Kingdom Media. If you enjoyed that, make sure to check out the full-length episode below.